One thing is for sure, sprinting isn't just about speed, it's a game of acceleration. The athlete who generates maximum power at the start of the race takes the lead. And this isn't just for sprinters. It's crucial in football, cricket, kabaddi, hockey, and almost every other sport. If your acceleration is strong, your opponent will be stuck just trying to catch up. According to Olympic sprint coach Tom Tes, 64% of a 100-meter race is purely acceleration. That means if you fall behind at the start, catching up becomes really difficult. But the problem is, most people train acceleration the wrong way. The same old drills, the same mistake of taking small, quick steps, which actually slows down progress. That's why I didn't just stick to the basics. I did deep research. I analyzed data from other athletes, studied scientific research, and looked for the exact techniques that truly improve sprint performance. Even small tweaks can make a big impact. I went through over half a dozen research papers and found 2 exercises that significantly boost acceleration, yet are often ignored. And that's exactly why the Sprint Project exists, to share only those drills and techniques that are scientifically proven, practical, and relevant. If you take sprinting seriously, then this isn't just another training drill. It's a breakdown of a hidden technique that can take your acceleration to the next level. This is a part of the Sprint Project that's based on not just theoretical knowledge, but pure research and practical application. You'll find thousands of ways to improve acceleration on the internet, but the real game-changing techniques I've selected come from deep research and real-world testing. One drill I discovered is an important part of the training system used by Carl Lewis and the Houston University track team. Carl Lewis, a 9-time Olympic gold medalist, not only is a legend himself, but he has helped thousands of sprinters improve their speed and acceleration through his coaching. One of his simple but ultra-effective drills fixes a common mistake made by every new sprinter, taking small, fast steps at the start of the race. It may sound right because logically, smaller steps seem to generate speed faster, but actual biomechanics tell a different story. If you want to apply maximum force and acceleration, it's not just about taking fast steps, but about taking powerful and controlled steps. This is the concept that this drill, 3 steps with tape, is designed to train. When a sprinter wants to master acceleration, speed alone isn't enough. Technique and force application are just as important. The drills used by legends like Carl Lewis in their training have scientific reasoning behind them. The technique followed by the Houston University track team is a simple but powerful drill that helps scientifically optimize acceleration. It fixes a common mistake that most sprinters make, taking small, fast steps at the start. It may seem logical, but actual sprint mechanics say the opposite. In this drill, you just need to set 3 markers on the track. The first marker is placed 3 feet away, the second at 4 feet, and the third at 5 feet. This distance can be adjusted based on the sprinter's experience, but the concept is simple. Each step needs to be controlled and powerful to generate maximum horizontal force. According to science, the more force you apply to the ground, the more your acceleration improves. A study even confirms that high anteroposterior forces working in the forward direction directly enhance acceleration. So where do people go wrong? The problem is that when a sprinter starts with small steps and an upright position, the force becomes more vertical instead of horizontal. And when the foot is in contact with the ground for a shorter time, the force's impact is also reduced. This simply means to maximize acceleration, you need to adopt longer strides with a forward lean. The best part is that this drill can be done anywhere. If you don't have tape markers on a track, you can use branches or even a measuring app. This drill is useful for both beginners and advanced sprinters because it trains the core principle of acceleration mechanics. But acceleration doesn't just increase with stride length. Force production is equally important. This is why the second exercise, when it comes to acceleration, it's not just about stride length or technique. Force production plays a major role too. This is why an exercise that few people know about, which has repeatedly proven effective in research, isometric mid-thigh pulls, can be a game changer. After deep analysis of this exercise, it became clear that it directly impacts 5-meter and 20-meter sprint performance. Many people consider it just a strength test, but research has shown it to be a functional training tool. A big question is whether full range of motion exercises are more useful for sprinting or if isometric training offers unique benefits. According to the International Journal of Sports Medicine, isometric training is best for maximizing force output, especially at the key angles used in sprinting. Another interesting thing is that strength transfer also happens within 15 degrees of the angle used during training. This means it could be a major performance booster for a sprinter. If this drill is performed with the right technique, its impact can be even more powerful. Feet should be hip-width apart, hands slightly outside the hips, and knees slightly bent. The core movement focuses on the hip hinge with the barbell under safety bars, and the goal being to push the ground with as much force as possible. It's It sounds simple, but when done with maximum effort, it unlocks raw strength output for the acceleration phase. To maximize strength gains, the effort should be 80 to 100%. Each rep should last 1 to 5 seconds, and a session can last 30 to 90 seconds. A small challenge is that this exercise requires a bit more equipment, but if you have access, it can be equally effective for both beginners and elite sprinters. So far, we've covered 2 high-impact drills for acceleration, but sprint science doesn't stop here. In the upcoming episodes, we'll share even more advanced sprint techniques and deep research-based insights that can take your speed game to the next level. The insights on acceleration drills we've covered so far are just a starting point. Sprinting is a constantly evolving field where new techniques and training methods keep emerging. My goal is to simplify sprint training with a structured approach so that there's a perfect balance of scientific methods and practical drills. Whether you're a beginner or an advanced sprinter, each drill has a specific role that can optimize both speed and acceleration. If you find these drills and sprinting insights useful, we'll continue sharing in-depth breakdowns and sprint-specific techniques that can take your performance to the next level. If you're looking for details on a particular sprint drill or technique, feel free to mention it in the comments. And if you're watching this video later, don't forget to check the description. You'll find regularly updated sprint programs and the latest research-based exercises that can further enhance your speed and mechanics. If you found these drills and techniques useful, there's even more advanced sprint training content ready for you. There's a special playlist available that systematically organizes the most effective sprint training drills, giving you a structured and result-driven approach. If you want to dive deeper into acceleration and sprint mechanics, make sure to check it out. If this information was helpful, hit the like button so I know you want more insights like this. And yes, I'll see you in the next video where we'll discuss new sprint techniques and drills that can take your speed and performance to the next level.